Rather large, welcome back to Cossy podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to brand new video. Westhan have announced the departure of Declan Rice, and Declan Rice has also written an open letter to the Westhan fans confirming that he has left Westhan to join Arsenal today. There is no announcement yet from Arsenal, but at least we can confirm with Westhan that the player no longer belongs to them, and Declan Rice has also announced that he is no longer a Westhan player as well. Hit the like button, subscribe to the podcast as well. Yeah, it is the nature of Arsenal business. Other sources confirm that the player has actually joined us. Before we can confirm that the player has actually joined us, it happened with Julian Timber. Ajax confirmed that the player had actually gone to Arsenal. They actually posted and they said, "Take care of him, Arsenal," before we came out and confirmed that Timber is an Arsenal player. It's ridiculous. It's purely ridiculous. It just lacks that vibe. It lacks the vibe of a new signing. But anyway, I think Mikel Arteta is more interested in getting the players over to the Emirates Stadium than the announcements, right? So let's dive into what West Ham have actually written on their socials in terms of an official statement, and also what Declan Rice has also given to the fans. Now, on their Twitter, West Ham have confirmed that Declan Rice, who actually was an academy player, from the academy to a European champion, has actually left the club. They have also made a very interesting video. You could go and watch it, there on their Twitter handle. So they've confirmed that West Ham can confirm. They've said we can confirm that Declan Rice has left the club. That is according to the West Ham Twitter handle, which is actually official. You could find it there. And in an open statement, in a club statement, this is what they've said. West Ham can confirm that an agreement has been reached for Declan Rice to leave the club for a British record fee. The 24-year-old midfielder leaves the Hammers, having made a total of 245 senior appearances for the club. The last of which finished in a glory last month as they lifted the UEFA Europa Conference League trophy in Prague to end our 43-year wait for a major honor. They also write and say that having progressed from the academy of the football club at Chandwell Heath, where he began his claret and blue journey as a 14-year-old in 2013, before making his first team debut against Burnley in May 2017, the Kingston-born midfielder has established himself as one of the greatest young talents in football. Winner of the Hammer of the Year award 3 times in 2020, 2022 and 2023, and runner-up in 2018 and 2019. Wow, he's been absolutely key for them. Declan made his full England debut in March 2019 and since gone on to win 3 caps. He was named West Ham United club captain in the summer of 2022 following the retirement of Mark Noble, right? And enjoyed a triumphant final season as David Moyes' team secured only the second major European trophy in the club's history. Joint chair David Sullivan, definitely the chair of West Ham Football Club, who actually came out and talked on Talksport and gave us a hint that he will be leaving the club and there will be nothing to stop the move from happening. This is what David Sullivan has actually said. He says, "I'm sorry to see Declan leave us, but I believe that everyone at West Ham should be very proud of the part we've played in his journey from the academy of the football club at Chandwell Heath to becoming the most valuable young player in English football. I would like to make it clear to our supporters that we did not want to sell Declan. We wanted to build our team around him, and we made a series of improved long-term contract offers to secure his future. However, once Declan made it clear that he wished to move on and seek a new challenge, the club felt it would be right to not to stand in his way, acting in the best interests of West Ham United as well." So David Sullivan also says that he lives with us. Sincere thanks, respect and love for everyone here, having earned his place in the history alongside the great Bobby Moore and Billy Bonds as the only players to have captained West Ham to a major trophy. More than that, he has also given he has always given absolutely everything for the football club throughout his time with us. Declan will forever hold a special place in the hearts of the Hammers fans and everyone here at the club. We wish him well for the future, and he will always be an inspiration, an example to any young player coming through our academy. Manager David Moyes added and said, I would like to personally thank Declan for everything he's done during his time at West Ham. Obviously, it is sad when we say goodbye to someone who has been with us for such a very long period of time, but we must now look forward. West Ham United is a huge club, and as history shows, no player is ever bigger than the club. Our entire focus is now on building upon the success we enjoyed last season, adding to our talented UEFA Europa League Conference League title winning squad as we enter our third consecutive season in Europe, and continuing to develop the best young talent through our successful academy. That is what David Moyes and David Sullivan have said on the departure of the captain, Declan Rice. Now, I mean, when I was reading through that, it was a little bit emotional. I did get a little bit emotional. I'm not even a West Ham fan. I don't even care about West Ham. But it just felt that he was such a very vital player for them. And he's been a very key player for them. Can you imagine that he's won Player of the Year at West Ham in 2022, 2023, and 2020. But then he's come runners-up in 2018 and 2019. Like, this guy is the only player at West Ham. It means that since 2018, Declan Rice has been the top performer. He's been the club's top performer since 2018. 18, runners-up to Player of the Year. 19, runners-up to Player of the Year. 20, he wins it. 2021, yes, he doesn't win it, doesn't come runners-up. But 2022, wins it. 2023, he wins it as well. It's a huge loss to West Ham. It's gonna be a very huge loss to West Ham. And I think for them, it's gonna be how they use that money, how they replace him. They've looked at Joe Palhinha, in my opinion, not even close to what Declan Rice offers, but he would be a very great shout. Sofian Amrabat, not close to what Declan Rice offers, but he will be a great shout as well. So farewell. I mean, credit to West Ham for coming out and, announcing that the player has left. I think 3 or 4 hours after the total agreement was reached with Arsenal, after the paperwork was actually reached, was actually finalized with Arsenal. One thing I don't understand with Arsenal and announcements is how everyone else gets to know from other sources that we have signed a player and not from Arsenal Football Club. Not that it really bothers me. It does not. But professionally, it would be nice if Arsenal, just like Madrid do it. Madrid announced their signings quick and early, and by the time Borussia Dortmund came on to announce Jude Bellingham and saying take care of him and doing all this kind of ceremonial bullshit, the player had already been announced as a Madrid player, as a Madrid player. But West Ham have confirmed the departure of their captain. Declan Rice has also now given a very huge statement. We're going to be looking at that in a separate video. Because this has already gone too far. But this is what I wanted us to talk about as well. From Florian Plettenberg, he's just confirmed this. Last contract details between West Ham and Arsenal have been clarified since last night, which is very nice. Understand that all contracts to be signed from the clubs today. Okay, confirmed again. Transfer fee is up to 120 million with bonus payments included. Official announcement, probably this weekend. Rice is a new player of Arsenal Football Club. Listen, transfer fee rising up to 120 million pounds with bonus payments included. This is what I wanted us to talk about initially, right? 120 million pounds, including bonuses. Now, initially, it was reported that Arsenal had agreed a deal with West Ham between 100 and 105. Actually, 100 million guaranteed, 5 in add-ons. Now, I hope Florian Plettenberg has made a mistake here. I really do hope that Florian Plettenberg has made a mistake when it comes to replacing the dollar sign, sorry, the pound sign, the pound sterling sign with the euro sign. Because if he has not made a mistake, if it is true that we've signed Declan Rice for 120 million pounds, that is trouble. That is trouble for us now, especially as we are a young side trying to grow. Our finances are very good. We will, many other clubs out there, many other, huge clubs, many other establishments are going to try to, rip us off. They're going to try to make us pay huge amounts of money because they know now we can spend and they know we have the money. Now, 120 million pounds for Declan Rice wouldn't be a big problem because it has bonuses like maybe if he wins the UCL, if he wins the Premier League and all things like that, it wouldn't be a big problem. But the value itself is a problem for us now in the market. Now, I'll give you an example. When Manchester United started buying players worth 50, 60, 70, 80 million, Man United have taken a very long time without buying a sensible player for sensible money. Like, literally sensible money. And I'm saying this given the putting into perspective that the transfer market has actually gone crazy and the prices are crazy. Jadon Sancho, 80 million pounds. Paul Pogba, 90 million pounds. Then you've got to think about the likes of Anthony Martial, whose prices actually rise up to the 70s of million pounds. You've got to think about signings like an Onana, who's gonna come in at a price of around 50 to 60 million pounds. Like, you don't want to set that a precedent. You don't want to set that precedent that you can easily be ripped off. You look at Anthony signing for Man United, huge amount of money. Lisandro Martinez, huge amount of money. I think Lisandro Martinez is a good signing and he's a very, very good player. But could they have gotten him for less? Absolutely. So, 100 million pounds and 20 million pounds for Deckers. That's a lot. But I'm not going to overreact. I still think that it is euros, not pounds. Okay. I think the price will still be 100 plus 5 in add-ons, payable within 2 to 3 years, according to my understanding. And Westhan will receive 5 million pounds in add-ons, which actually equates to 120 million euros. But if it is pounds, I will do a video and I'll react to that, okay? But for Deckers now, this is a bigger challenge, and he knows that, and he must know this, that this is now a bigger challenge. He's going to be fighting a lot now. He's going to be looked at as the savior at Arsenal. Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, Dennis Parkham, Freddie Ljungberg, that's the guy. I mean, if Arsenal signed you for 120 million, there was a time when Arsenal signed Andre Arshavin for 13 million, and he was our record transfer fee, 13.5. He was our record transfer fee. And Andre Arshavin, I tell you what, Andre Arshavin is one of the most talented players to ever step, on the ball on behalf of Arsenal Football Club. He's one of the most technically gifted players to ever play for Arsenal Football Club. He was an absolute talent. But Declan Rice is 10 times, 10 beautiful times, 10 strong times more expensive than the mighty record transfer of Andre Arshavin. Mesut Ozil signed for Arsenal in a deal that saw us pay up to 40 million for his services to Real Madrid. Declan Rice is 3 times more expensive than Mesut Ozil. What I'm trying to say here is that he's going to come in as a savior. He's going to come in as a hero. He's going to come in as the Arsenal guy. I think Arsenal have been looking for that symbol. We've been looking for that picture of our project. No disrespect. Bukayo Saka could be the picture of our rebuild, could be the picture of our process. But I don't think Saka is as marketable as Rice. I don't think Saka is as grander as Rice. I think Rice is grand, right? So if you're looking for that guy that you can associate Arsenal with, we're gonna play Arsenal, who have Declan Rice. Of course, Saka is also beautiful, but it's the same thing with Liverpool. We're gonna play Liverpool. We're gonna play against Salah, Mane, and Virgil van Dijk. That's it, right? So I think with Rice, he now knows that at Arsenal, all the opponents no longer take us lightly now. That one change from Xhaka to Rice changes the dimension and dynamics of how anyone looks, understands, and interprets the Arsenal badge and the Arsenal as a team. So welcome to Arsenal Rice, first and foremost. But it's going to be a huge challenge. The price tag is going to be weighing him down. The expectation for him to stay in form for England is going to be weighing him down. The expectation to perform at a high level at Arsenal is going to be weighing him down. But I think he's a guy that is very committed to what he does. He's a guy that is so good at what he does that it will not be a problem. I don't see it become a problem in any shape or form. Rice joins Arsenal, confirmed by Westhan. Let's wait for that Arsenal announcement, whether it will be any different from the Gillen Timber one or the Kai Havertz one. Don't worry, I will do the interviews from the Gillen Timber deal, just a matter of time.